If you cannot stop crying, your brain is not broken. It is doing one of the most sophisticated things a human body is capable of. That is not comfort. That is biology. You know the feeling. The tears come, and they will not stop. Sometimes there is a clear reason. Sometimes there is no reason at all. And a voice in your head says the same thing it always does. What is wrong with me? But nothing is wrong with you. Because crying is not a glitch in the human machine. It is one of its most advanced features. And almost no one understands why. By the end of this video, you will never see your own tears the same way again. Start with a fact that should stop you cold. Out of every animal on this planet, you are the only kind that cries from emotion. Dogs whimper, elephants grieve, apes screech in distress. But no other creature produces tears because of a feeling. Only the human being does that. Charles Darwin himself was puzzled by this. He studied crying and could not fully explain what it was for. He called emotional tears purposeless. Think about what that means. One of the greatest scientific minds who ever lived looked directly at human tears and simply admitted that he was stumped. For over a century, that is where the science stood. A mystery sitting on your own face. So why would evolution build a system that makes water leak from your eyes when you feel too much? To answer that, you have to understand that not all tears are the same. Your body makes 3 completely different kinds. The first are basal tears, the quiet ones that coat your eyes all day to keep them alive. The second are reflex tears, the ones that flood in when you cut an onion or dust hits your eye. And the third are the strange ones, emotional tears, the tears you cry when your heart breaks, or when you are overwhelmed, or when something is simply too beautiful. These last tears are the real mystery. No onion caused them, no dust, no injury of any kind. Something invisible, a feeling, reached into your body and pulled water straight from your eyes. How does an emotion physically do that? And here is the discovery that changed everything. A biochemist named William Fry decided to do something no one had done before. He collected human tears and analyzed what was actually inside them. And he found that emotional tears are chemically different from the other two. Emotional tears contain higher levels of stress hormones and proteins, the kind your body produces when it is under pressure. Fry proposed something radical, that when you cry from emotion, you are not just leaking water. You are physically flushing stress chemicals out of your body. Crying, in his view, is not a breakdown. It is a release valve, your body building up too much pressure and opening a door to let some of it out. Now think about that the next time the tears will not stop. That flood is not you falling apart. It may be your body doing exactly what it was designed to do, draining the pressure before it becomes too much. Think about how you feel after a real cry. Not during it, when everything hurts, but after. That strange, quiet calm. The heaviness that has somehow lifted. The exhausted peace. There is a reason for that too. When emotional crying peaks, your body shifts gears. It activates the branch of your nervous system responsible for calming you down and bringing you back to rest. This is why a good cry can leave you feeling emptied out, but lighter, like a storm that finally broke after days of pressure in the air. Researchers have found that people often report a genuine improvement in mood after crying, especially when someone was there to comfort them. Your body is not punishing you with tears. It is walking you back to calm. Now think about the opposite. Think about what happens when you refuse to let the tears come. When you swallow it, again and again, to look strong. The pressure does not disappear. It has nowhere to go. So it stays in the body as tension, as a tight chest, as a weight you carry everywhere. The people who say they never cry are not stronger. Very often, they are simply holding a container that keeps getting heavier. But stress release is only half the story. Because crying does something else, something even more powerful, and it happens out in the open. For a long time, scientists asked why tears would be visible at all. If crying were only about clearing chemicals, it could happen quietly, invisibly, inside the body. So why the visible tears? Why the red eyes and the trembling voice that everyone can see? A researcher named Ad Vingerhoats, one of the world's leading experts on crying, found the answer. Tears are not just a private release. They are a signal. When you cry in front of another person, something automatic happens in them. Your tears reach past their defenses and pull at something ancient. They send a single silent message to everyone who sees them. Help me. An evolutionary scientist named Orrin Hassan argued that tears are a powerful social tool. By blurring your own vision, Tears show that you lower your guard. They prove you are not a threat, that you are vulnerable and open and in need of help. And in a species that survives through connection, that signal is priceless. A baby who could cry got fed. A friend who could cry got comforted. Your tears are one of the oldest cries for help in human history. This begins the very moment you are born. Your first act in this world is a cry. Before you can see clearly, before you can speak or think a single word, you can already cry. It is the first language every human ever speaks. A newborn's tears are not sadness. They are a survival signal, wired in before everything else. And that wiring never leaves you. The adult crying quietly in a dark room is running the same ancient program as the infant crying for its mother. A call sent out into the world, hoping that someone will answer. So crying is doing two enormous jobs at once. Inside, it drains the pressure building in your body. Outside, it calls your people toward you. If your eyes are getting a little warm right now, that is not weakness. That is a very old, very intelligent system waking up. If this is making you rethink your own tears, subscribe and stay with it. New video every single day. Your emotions are finally getting an explanation. But now for the question that haunts people the most. Why can it feel completely out of your control? Why do the tears come when you least want them? In the meeting, on the train, in front of the wrong person? The answer is that crying does not start in the thinking part of your brain. It starts far below it, in the limbic system, the ancient emotional core. This is the part of your brain that runs on feeling, not logic. And it is wired directly into your body through the autonomic nervous system. The same system that controls your heartbeat and your breathing. Things you cannot simply decide to stop. So when emotion floods that deep system, the signal to cry fires before your conscious mind ever gets a vote. That is why you cannot think your way out of it. You are not weak for failing to hold it back. You are being overruled by a part of your brain far older and far faster than your willpower. Think about how fast it actually happens. The lump in the throat, the sting behind the eyes, the first tear already falling. All of it arrives before you have decided anything at all. By the time your thinking brain even notices, the ancient brain has already made the call. And that leads to the strangest experience of all, crying for no reason. The tears that arrive when nothing is obviously wrong. But here's the truth. There is almost always a reason. You just cannot see it. Emotion does not disappear when you ignore it. It accumulates. Every stress you swallowed, every feeling you pushed down to get through the day, they do not vanish. They pool, quietly, under the surface. And your body can only hold so much before the container overflows. So the crying that seems to come from nowhere is often everything you never dealt with, arriving all at once. It is not random. It is a bill finally coming due. Picture a glass filling one drop at a time. For days, for weeks, for months, you add a drop with every hard moment you push straight past. The glass looks fine. It looks like you are handling everything. Until one ordinary drop, a small kindness, a tired evening, a sad song on the radio, sends it over the edge. And suddenly you are sobbing over something tiny, when really, you are crying over everything at once. And your body, unable to carry the weight any longer, does the one thing it knows how to do. It releases. So where does this leave you? The next time the tears come and will not stop, listen differently. That is not a sign that you are broken. It is a stress valve opening before the pressure does damage. It is a signal to the people around you that you need them. It is the most emotionally advanced brain on earth, doing exactly what it evolved to do. You were taught that crying is weakness, that strong people do not cry. But that idea is surprisingly new and surprisingly shallow. For most of human history, tears were seen as honest, even noble. Warriors wept. Leaders wept. Entire rooms of people wept together without a trace of shame. The belief that crying makes you weak is not ancient wisdom. It is a modern costume, pulled over one of the most human things you will ever do. But now you know the truth. Crying is not the opposite of strength. It is one of the most sophisticated things a human being can do. So let the tears come when they need to. Your body is not failing you. It is taking care of you, the only way it has known how for 100,000 years. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. A new video goes up on this channel every single day. It would mean everything to have you here.